Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, dear Lord. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Everything's fine now? Yay! Okay, so here's the deal. I was just shouting out whatever I wanted to say, and I don't even know nobody could hear me because I'm stupid and I've got COVID brain, so whatever. But if you got a letter from Jamie today, let me know, and I'll give you a link because it's time to compare notes because it's time for this girl to go the fuck away. Clearly, blocking is not helping. She's spreading shit. The message I just got is so inflammatory, it's ridiculous. She is calling out every single person she can, trying to get some shit started. Well, shit ain't gonna start. We're gonna shut her down. Tonight, today, to right now. To right now is now a word. So there we go. So I'm gonna go get a drink, uh, and I will be right back. And as soon as I get back, we gonna read these messages word for fucking word so that Jamie knows she cannot hide in her fucking DMs any fucking longer because I'm done. Hi, Maggie. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Going to get a drink because I need it. Not an alcoholic one, by the way. I'll be right back. What kittens? What do you want from me? You test my patience, girl. You're testing all of my patience. Hello, hello, everyone. Today is the Jamie show and tell because I've had enough. I've dealt with this girl all day long, and it appears some other people have also received some. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I was diagnosed with COVID because that's great. Literally, not making a joke, was literally diagnosed. Um, yeah, so like I said, if let me catch my breath. If anyone else has any message from her and they want to come up, please let me know. I am happy to let you up, and we will go from there. Well, see, Jenna, see, I had moved Twitter accounts, remember? So, excuse me, Iggy, I am busy. Mama is trying to work. Yeah, she was messaging me, Amber, and we're going to talk about it right now. Okay. So, the first message that I received from her, yeah, she sneaky followed me, Jenna. Sorry. Sorry. That was an insult. I'm sorry. So, Ignatius, her first message says to me, thank you, Jenna. Come back and you can tell Sam to unblock me. I'm going to be reading it dramatically. Just to know you are feeling better and you will get through this. I don't take sides. I like people who are nice to me, bitch at the ones who have come at me for years and ignore comments from people I don't know. Please come back and bitch at me. Then I'll know your lungs are on the mend. In all seriousness, I have always loved Sam, in a friend way, eye roll emoji. She loves you, so you're an OG, even though you weren't around back then. I never understood them going for Sam. I just liked and made comments about Beep. I'm not going to say it because it's not my child, and I'm not going to say her name. The cutest baby I have ever seen. Anyway, you're in my prayers. Second message, Beck to Beck, says, oops, I didn't say it quick enough. Have Sam unblock me so you can bitch at me or reblock me, whatever makes you happiest. This is when I realized she had sneaky followed me, so I soft blocked her ass. And then apparently she did not know that she had attached me to another message. And this message said this. And I'm going to delete the name of the other person she messaged because I don't know if they want this shit out there. So if it pertains to that other person, it's going to be left out of the message, okay? Okay, so she says, "After all, I'm the evil and I will destroy the community. Anyway, I'm hoping COVID-20 can be a vector and maybe kill off COVID-19. No matter what is said on YouTube, by the saints, they can't change me anymore. I have become the monster they said I was. Not anymore. I was put on hospice." Y'all, she's on hospice, just so you know. But swimming has kept my three types of scoliosis at bay. When I told Sam and ATX that I was dying, they involved Katey and turned it into a drama live, where Sam was also dropped at the end. Cat's rule filled me in, and I thought of Sam and ATX's sisters. Now nobody can make me cry anymore, but for some odd reason, I will still help any of you OGs if I can. Anyway, my horse shaped single kidney has some new pathways attached to new ureters. I was given until Christmas. I don't break that easy. Anyway, it's time for Gatorland Vlogs to put me to sleep. Good night to the real angels of the community. So I messaged, "Jamie, you need to stop. I don't know what ridiculous game you're playing right now, but no one believes you. And COVID-20 isn't a thing. You don't keep scoliosis at bay. You just have it or you don't. And there's nothing wrong with your damn kidney. Do you think playing this medical miracle will keep people at your side? No, because your uneducated guesses at dramatic medical ailments no one should have or survive are so outlandish they're impossible and therefore laughable. Now, this is the second unsolicited message you have sent me. I thought not answering the first and soft blocking you would have given you the idea that I wasn't interested, but looks like I'm gonna have to spell it out. I don't believe you. I'm not interested. Leave me alone. Leave Sam alone. Leave everyone alone. I don't know what game you're playing, but I want no part of it." She says, "I apologize. I meant SARS-CoV-2, the name of the virus that causes the disease. The virus itself could be a vector to stop the disease. I was born with spina bifida. My mom does not metabolize several B vitamins, including folic acid. It was not known about what lack of folic acid could do. My mother had miscarriages, so they treated her with a drug to keep me in. Her water broke too soon to deliver me." Y'all, this is where it gets so dramatic, okay? Prepare thyselves, all right? If you piss easily, put something down because this is where it gets dramatic. "My mother had miscarriages, so they treated her with a drug to keep me in. Her water broke too soon to deliver me. I was finally born breech by C-section with deformed feet, and my legs were such that they had to cut the Achilles tendons to straighten them out as much as possible. I lack muscle development in my calves due to this. My thighs, arms, and front abdominal muscles compensate. Due to my kidney surgery and the shutdown of my gym, which has four pools, two lap pools, one inside and one outside, my scoliosis worsened." Well, I thought she was swimming to keep her scoliosis at bay. So how did it get worse? Okay, let's carry on. Um, Swimming has drastically helped my scoliosis my whole life. Kidney development in spina bifida is a very common thing. I'm sorry for bothering you. It won't happen again. And since you are probably the nicest person on here, I will leave the community for good. Best to both of you." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were unable to rock up on your tiptoes, stand up straight, or live outside of a damn bubble. Jamie, you really, really need to stop. At this point, it sounds like you're just going through a medical journal. Seriously, this is not the way to make friends. Lying will not get you anywhere in life. You have to know how utterly ridiculous you sound. Jesus Christ, learn to live your life without seeking the pity of others." She said, this ain't even done, y'all. We got one long one to go through. The reason I don't have very many pictures around, especially below my chest right now, is because I need to shave my legs. This is the excuse that she gives. Because she needs to shave her legs. Bitch, if I had this much problem and somebody came to me and said, "I don't fucking believe you. I don't care if my legs were painted blue and had feathers stuck on them for weeks, I would show everyone just to shut them up." Anyway, let's continue. I might get brave enough to put a swimsuit on. Right now, she had showed a text from her brother trying to prove that she's a cripple. Uh, and the other person said, "Please don't send me any pictures." So I thought that she would get the message with this very last message that I sent her. There are not enough words in the English language to express the level at which I do not care. You have been nothing but divisive, untruthful, full of shit, and caught in all of those things on several occasions. You message me out of the blue because you see that I have COVID. That's sick. You haven't messaged me in almost 2 years, and I was happy with that arrangement. Let's go back to that. I don't need or want your brand of crazy, so mosey on back to whatever pretend hospital you crawled out of and leave us be. So she said, it's just fucking ridiculous. Jesus Christ. I DM very little. I just wanted to clarify that I was doing some things for this other person that she was talking to. I know that you have gone through a lot before COVID. I did not get caught for lying about the date I was released out of the hospital because people don't understand that my ischemic stroke caused very little damage. She's back to the stroke, y'all, and wasn't progressing. This is the only lie I have ever told on YouTube. I did it because none of these former friends only accepted a later date. I didn't want to lose them. I apologized so many times, but it was still spread that I faked it. You are one of the very few people I respect. I never have said a bad word about you, and I won't. I said, "How can you respect me? You don't even know me." Jesus Christ. Jamie, for fuck's sake, good God, woman. And you got called out for lying about a lot of things, so just stop. I know, but I'm bored and I can't sleep, Terry, so I'm doing a dramatic reading. It's not really gonna get hype, I promise. It's just a dramatic reading. So, listen up, because your name might come up in this list. I respect that in most cases you have a heart. I respect that, uh, la, 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 that's about the other person. I can't say that part. Blah blah blah. I respect. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is it. Yes, I have been called out for a lot of lies I never told and actions I never did. When I prove my innocence, nobody cares. Excuse me, can you raise your hand, please, if you have ever seen her prove her innocence just once? Please? Anyone? Let me go old school YouTube drama community verbiage here. Put a 1 in the chat if you have ever seen this thing prove her innocence. I will, Gretchen, I promise. You just give it right over to me and I will do it for you. It's okay, Robin. It's meant to be funny, y'all. I'm not trying to get hype. I'm just putting this out there because it's as funny as it sounds. Okay. So no one's seen her prove her innocence. I've seen no one's. Let's carry on. Okay. To recap, she said, when I prove my innocence, nobody cares. That's because you've never done it. If you only knew how many creators come to me for comfort. Y'all listen up. Like I said, your name might come up in this list. In Randi's case, she was calling me to panel up the very next day. I didn't call Doug first. I called him back to see if Katey was okay. The next morning, they were online together at her new house, saying how I wanted Katey or Doug sexually. Even with proof, Chronic kicked me out of her chat over that. Bargain Beauty saw the truth and told me she liked me until then. I never called the IRS on B. I proved that wrong very easily. Then a month ago, Oh, these are the messages I got from Jamie Kimbrough today because she's crawled out of the fucking caves again. Okay. Uh, then a month ago, B said it was something else that she couldn't remember. I did no such thing. I did, however, look up the statute of limitations in Mississippi to see if I could get rid of the people who have been started these. I'm gonna read them just like she wrote them. I'm sorry, y'all. Rid of the people who have started most of those lies, and nobody questioned them. Y'all, I don't know if you had started some of those lies, but just so you know, she called Mississippi, and they're all coming to get you. So just be prepared. Okay, so let's see, where do we go? Oh yeah, I haven't called the DEA because I'm not one who goes after people just to hurt them. This lady is ridiculous. Where did I stop? Okay. However, it hurts like hell that people are so nice and then flip to stay friends with a group. Say, not going to read that part because it's not my business. Apparently, we'll let them explain that if they want to. Explain to me what lies I haven't apologized over and over for. That was 4 years ago. Where is the proof of me lying? Man, I don't want to fight you. Obviously, you believe I'm a compulsive liar. Duh, what gave you that clue? I called you a liar. I admit to being ugly, but in this community I have been robbed of things God blessed me with: integrity, honesty, and empathy. I never turn my back on someone if they're hurting. I did lie 4 years ago, but not for attention, to blame Randy and B, or to hurt anyone. I was also medicated for my kidney stones when I took that fake picture. Yeah, if you want a link, just let me know. You're more than welcome to come up here. The tube in my nose is the only way to get meds into my small intestine. That is not the only way to get meds into your small intestine because they don't do it that way. They put a tube in your intestine. Oh my God. You don't put food directly into your small intestine, you fucking simple bitch. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, I can't put it in myself again. I proved that. But it is still fish tubing. I only sent it to TracyD. Those DMs sold at the auction were given to Irish Marie and Wendy to prove Diane was lying about me. Yeah, she wordy as fuck. Kirsty, Negz, and Sam played them before Pam decided to auction them off. No, bitch. That's wrong, Jamie Kimbrough. That is so fucking wrong because I listened to that auction and I heard your motherfucking voice goading them on, telling them, auction it off, get it out there, auction it off, get that money, girl, get it, get it. That's, I heard your squeaky little mousy voice in there. Nobody else's, yours. Okay. I didn't even need to send them again. I'm no angel, but I am not who you think I am. You are someone I do respect. Oh, she messaging now. I bet she's listening. I'm gone. After all, you judge me to be a liar and then think I'm crazy for respecting you when we don't even know each other. I will leave you alone as you suggested, and it won't be a stupid public display. Oh, it's public now. I'm sorry, but it's public now. So that was the last one she sent me. And then I asked her if she realized she was speaking to two people because she was telling me some things that were not my business. Oh, I apologize. I did forget you were in the conversation. This is the new one. Oh, that stuff is so gross, Jenna. Uh, I apologize to the both of you if something was not already discussed with the two of you. I also apologize to you. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, her husband. He only gets involved when people lie on me or make fun of me, especially if I cry. Then he gets very angry. He'll be happy I'm out of the community. He knows me and knows I'm not a liar. He gets upset when I take a call when someone needs an ear because they turn around and immediately blame me for something. Let me respond with, cry me a fucking river, you lunatic. I'm currently comparing your medical maladies with other messages. How come you didn't tell me about your immune deficiency? This I'm reading to you what I'm typing, literally. It's a white yokum. I don't know why, I don't even know what that means. Monica, I know who Dwight Yoakam is, but just is the funniest answer. Um, Hold on one second. Only surgery can help your fucking scoliosis. Perhaps before you send this shit, you should research it heavily, or better yet, get a medical degree. There we go. That's what oh, she does? Oh, how's Dwight? That's what I'm gonna type to her. How's Dwight? How's Mr. Yoakum? There we go. I asked her how Mr. Yoakum was. Oh, wait, I have a message. I need to see who it's from. Hold on one second. Okay. Um, See, I wanna compare these, but I don't want to say the okay, okay, I've got permission to read these out loud. I have to censor names, but I have permission to read these out loud, okay? So, these are from someone else that she sent a message to on Instagram. Okay, y'all ready? Yeah, oh, these are different illnesses, I'm pretty sure, in this message, but let's get to it. It begins as dramatically as the other one ended. Okay. Okay, y'all ready for the next one? Y'all let me know when you're ready. Let me take a drink of this Coke right here, because I've done really well, stayed away from most of the soda today. Most, I said most. I did have a soda for lunch, but I'm having one right now because God damn it, I need one. Y'all, I've missed y'all's ass. What I can't even tell you. Just want to let y'all know that though I did test for COVID and I'm having a little trouble catching my breath, I haven't been coughing. I haven't been doing much of that. Um, and my work graciously gave me up to 14 days paid. That's their COVID relief pay, and but right now they just have me off for 10 days because I don't think I'm gonna need more than that. Um, so hopefully I'll be able to go back to work Monday, the 19th, I think. But anyway, at least we won't be out of money, so that's good. All right, y'all. I did drink water, Jenna, and when I couldn't handle the water anymore because it really, really does make my stomach hurt, I drank tea instead of soda. Oh, thank you, Terry. Okay, so let's read this next one that was sent to someone through Instagram. And if that someone is in here, you can go ahead and say your name. If you're not, that's fine too. Okay, this says, more water. Okay, it says, I still miss your crazy ass. I know you think I'm evil and don't want me in this community, but I know October is a hard month for you and blank, especially since she doesn't have the memories and has been blessed by a good stepfather. Even though you have a gorgeous husband, no one can replace another person. You are in my prayers. Hold on, I have to burp. Excuse me. That first sip of soda hit me the wrong way. Okay. Um. Also, by the way, in a way, you and the former quote unquote group almost succeed. I will drink water in a little bit, Jenna. Almost succeeded in getting me out of the community. The only problem is that I would trust people for a few years. I like many, but I trust nobody. At the same time, I'm the dumbass who will help any OG if they need something. I really wish she'd stop using that term. She sounds so stupid. I could help them with, and I have. You would be shocked who are in my DMs and how many secrets I keep, no matter how many times they go after me. Actually, maybe you wouldn't. I have said horrible things about you, which were what I also said to hold on, I have to go to the next picture. Hold on, these are screenshots. No, she gave me permission to read it. I'm not reading it without their permission. She just asked me to censor the names. I literally have written permission. Okay, just so you know that. Okay. Actually, maybe you wouldn't. I have said horrible things about which were what I also said to you. I have never talked about your health or what you keep in that Bible. I don't and won't ever tell. I never shared your DMs with anyone except one I shared with Randi, which you knew about. I thought you and I were real friends. Oh, yeah, it is really rude. I thought you and I were real friends, not what people dub YouTube friends. I was lonely and looking for friends. Scott and I met on Match. Good Lord, what was he thinking? He must have been bored out of his goddamn mind. Most of my real life friends scattered, but we still talk on the phone or meet up when we are near each other. After I developed an immune deficiency syndrome, I can't go out. Excuse me, Ignatius. I told you. Mommy's working. I mean, not really working, but we're pretending. Okay? Okay, thanks. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Um, then I found this mean community. Don't get me wrong. I did and said so much I'm embarrassed about. I know I have apologized to people so many times, but it was never good enough. It didn't stop them from calling me. I don't know if I have another picture. I hope I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. Iggy, but whatever. He's being rude. Um, let's see. It didn't stop them from calling me when they needed comfort, but literally a day later I was being bitched about by the same person because someone in the chat brought me up. Anyway, for the last time, I'm truly sorry. Our whatever type of friendship ended because you couldn't trust me to be honest. Anyone else? Anybody else? Y'all, this girl, this girl. So what the hell? What's up with today? Like just today, it's just like today I'm gonna send bullshit messages to everyone. That was Jamie's when Jamie woke up this morning, her plan was to sit down with her crippled little fingers and her crippled little legs and her cut Achilles tendons and her fucking wavering scoliosis that gets better and worse, even though it's a fucking bone. It doesn't get better or worse. Not with scoliosis, unless you surgically fix that shit. Your poor Jamie, her pools are shut down. I don't have any more, Gretchen. I don't have any more. Apparently, no one else has any DMs, but if anyone has anything to say, I'm happy to give a link. Because I've been out of this for so long. Like, when the fuck did she come back? And there's shit that she said about people in those DMs to me that I haven't said. Number one, it's not my business, and number two, I've already let them because they're already aware of what she said. Um, but yeah, that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. But yeah, Jamie, come on. Hell, I'll even give your ass a link. That would be correct, Gretchen. That would be correct. Was that you? Are you I seriously don't know enough real names around here. Cat, you need to get out from behind my chair. You about to get run the heck over. Move, Scooter. Move. Move, baby. Come on, get up. Move. You're so lazy. Why? Move. Okay, fine. That's fine. Do what you want. No, she won't come around. Yeah, check your other folders in your Twitter messages. I'm telling you, I'm not the only one she sent something to. She is making the rounds today. Yeah. Check your Instagram. Check Okay, thank you, Gretchen. Um, check your Instagram, check your Twitter and your message request, and check your other folder in Instagram. And on Facebook, check your other messages on Facebook because I'm telling you, she went on a messaging rampage today. It's just funny to me, honestly. That's why I'm not on here like losing my mind because she's funny. It's just funny to me. Like literally, My best friend delivers babies, okay, and she tells me how easy it is to, like, do a C-section and pull a baby out. This bitch gonna talk about she now, babies breech, they generally these days do go to a C-section, right? But, like, she's gonna talk about her feet were deformed. Has she ever talked about her feet being deformed before? Last thing I heard, she was just having some kinda fake ass stroke where she pretended to fall or some shit. My daddy had a stroke. That shit ain't funny, and I don't appreciate it. My daddy had 2 strokes. It blew my mind this morning, dude. I was like, "I didn't even know that bitch was following me." Jesus Christ. So who left the dog cage open? I mean, seriously. I just can't with her. I really can't. And, like, I soft blocked her, but I just couldn't keep myself from reading the crazy. They gave me my mother they gave my mother medicine to keep me in. Oh, and she also said that she lost twin babies that in the message, that she personally had a miscarriage with twin babies. Have you ever heard that from her? Please let me know. Is this a lie that she's upheld, or is this a new thing? You gotta watch those back doors. That's right, Terry. Y'all, I sound horrible. Absolutely horrible. I sound like a man. Her saying I got her kicked out of the community and I'm over here with her blocked over a year and didn't even know she had left the community. Yes, Maggie. She states that she's in hospice and that they gave her until Christmas. Medical miracle. Never knew about children. She's so stupid. She's so fucking stupid. I hope she is watching. Jamie, if you're watching, put a 1 in the chat, please. Thank you, Terry. I mean, yesterday was a lot worse. I mean, a lot worse. Yesterday, it was, like, the worst of the worst. I could not even stay vertical, like, um, I couldn't stay vertical. I had headaches so bad, so I had to lay down. It was absolutely horrible. And then, like, wait, she didn't say you did she didn't say that, though. Yeah, like, what the fuck? People, listen, even though Jamie's a liar, and we all know that Jamie's a liar, like, to the utmost degree, okay, we have to be careful what we tell people, okay? Because people will use whatever ammunition you give them. She didn't say what was in the Bible, and I don't wanna know, I'm not asking, I'm just saying, you said be sure to tell what, I didn't know if you thought that maybe it was in there, but I didn't see it. Maggie, I hate laughing at someone that just said she's dying, but hell, I can't keep it. That bitch ain't dying. She's gonna be around here to bug us for the rest of our lives. Oh, they're faking fucking strokes and putting fish tubing in her nose with her cut Achilles tendons. What the fuck? There are very, very few reasons why a doctor would cut. Hold on. I need to look at something. Hold, please. Do the Achilles. Oh, that's not what I was asking. Google, I need you to calm down and let me do the questions. Okay. So the only time that a doctor would actually cut an Achilles tendon on on a child would not be an infancy. It would not be an infancy. It would be if a child had a club foot, and they wouldn't cut it just to cut it. They would cut it and graft it for lengthening. This fucking idiot. Oh, 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 oh. I see what you mean, Gretchen. Right, right. Mm. How horrible for her to use that. I'm sorry for that. That's an absolutely horrible thing for her to use against you. That is vile. Absolutely vile. Right, right, right. But still, I mean, even if you were okay with people knowing that, it's still a horrible thing for her to use against you. Like, who sinks that low? Like, I know what's in your Bible. Like, what? Okay, Hitler, back off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't even know she still existed, Jenna. Honestly, I didn't. And then I wake up this morning, I've got this weird ass message from this bitch. Like, when did this mousy bitch come back into the community? Seriously. Who the fuck invited her back? Nobody in this chat I know. Nobody that I hang around. I mean, she thinks that we're all fucking idiots too. Like this medical shit that she's pulling up right here, she should have been dead like 15 years ago. I was born breech and my feet were deformed and I had to have my Achilles tendon cut and I'm just a fucking walking medical fucking miracle. She's a fucking idiot. Right. Like I would have been like, "Okay, bitch. Speak your truth then. Tell everybody. See if I give a shit." Like, go for it. She's so funny. She now if it would be different if she had some kind of intent to hurt somebody, but that bitch can't do nothing. Cause don't nobody believe her. Nobody gives her the only way people have power is when people believe them or rally behind them. And she has no one. Except for her loud ass fucking explosive ass husband. If it's even her husband. For all I know it could be her brother. Not saying that it is. Just pointing out that she lies a lot. Okay. I'm sure she'll try that, Jenna. I'm sure she'll try that. I was just telling lies because of the new meds that I'm on. They make me lie all the time, even before I took them. It's a side effect. Yeah, like who the fuck cares? Like, do you go around? Okay, do you go around going, you did, Jenna, but now no one will believe her. It doesn't matter. Jenna, if I came up to you and went, "Hi, my name is Minnie, and I have 17 cancers. I don't have a stomach, and all three of my legs are fake. And also, my hair was grown on the back of a cow in the Alps, and they had to walk up there on deformed feet with no Achilles tendons and like cut it off the back of the cow in the Alps and then send it to me in like this ice pack. And then they sent it down to me and it didn't fit. So they had to go and do it again. I mean, if I started out every introduction of myself with that shit, would we have become friends? I'm gonna think no, because you wouldn't have believed a single fucking word of it. Yeah, exactly. Now I had 2 vaginas and 2 Did you really? Now that is a medical malady that is more common than people think. Also, could be fun, just saying. Like, "No, I have 2 boyfriends." Why? Well, because I have 2 vaginas. He can't be greedy and get both of them. You know, gotta share. I'm just kidding, Jenna. I love you. But yeah, Jamie, darling, listen, if you're listening, go away. Please just go away. I mean, just go away. That's all we want. We don't want to know how you're doing, what you're doing. We don't want to know what kind of medical fantasy land your brain is currently living in because none of it makes sense. All of it's uneducated. You are uneducated. You are unintelligent. You are the most vile little snake rat of a creature. Okay? And you need to move the fuck along because not only are you a rat and a snake, you don't even get your fucking information right. So just move the fuck along because some of the people that you're pissing off right now are not people you want to piss off. Okay? So watch yourself. Yeah, exactly. She's a doctor. Okay. I'm so sure. Come on, Jamie. Come show us your credentials. Come pull out them woolly legs of yours and prove all of these medical maladies with your horseshoe shaped kidney. That killed me in the end of that message. Like, she just had to add that in at the end. My horseshoe shaped kidney. Yeah, that too. Exactly. I am happy. Why would someone want that? I am happy. Excuse me, that soda's really getting to me. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm happy I don't have any of this medical shit going on. The worst, the two, three worst things that I have right now. One of them doesn't even bother me, except I get heart murmurs every now and then. The other one I have under control with the inhaler, and the other one in the summer I have under control with allergy shots. That's like the extent of my ongoing medical maladies. Period. And I'm fat, so there's that too. And I'm happy with that. Not being fat, I'm not happy with being fat, but I'm happy that I don't have cancer or that I was born some kind of creepy ass way. She's waiting to get COVID 20. Shut up, Jenna. Right, Gretchen, right. I was surprised at that too. I was so fucking waiting for her to tell me that she had COVID. What a disgusting piece of trash she is. Like, just what a disgusting piece of absolute trash. And Jamie, I know you're watching because you're stalking all of our Twitters, you're stalking all of our Instagrams and all of our Facebooks, except none of y'all bitches have my Facebook, so sorry. Um, and I mean y'all bitches in a general loving way, but quick, Jamie, go to the White House. Yeah, Jenna, that would be her way to one up, wouldn't it? Well, I have COVID 20, prostate cancer. No, 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 Gretchen. She'll have um is right, exactly. Exactly, Maggie, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy that the things that I have are very easily controlled. Very easily controlled. And I am more than happy with that. Testicular cancer, right? Ooh, let's see if she's answered me. I haven't checked. She has not. She has not answered me. Oh, sad. That makes me sad. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I just had to come out here and read these because they were fucking funny as shit. Funny as hell. Did you, Gretchen? Um, well, I was purely interested in how Mr. Dwight Yoakam is doing, but she hasn't answered that question yet. That's okay. They can dislike this stream all they fucking want. I don't give a shit. Because they coward asses ain't up here on this stream now, are they? Nope. Gretchen. Little does she know that neither me or my husband have a Bible, that we have left the church a long time ago. I thought for a minute you were gonna say, "Go to the light." Go to the light, Jamie, please. Don't, y'all. I don't wish death on nobody, but this bitch gonna pretend like she's dying. She got till Christmas, y'all. Till Christmas. Sad tale of woe. Just a sad, sad tale of woe it is. I don't know what pisses me off more. Her inability to keep her medical shit straight, or her inability to use punctuation in a fucking paragraph. Yeah, what's a Bible? Do you need Siri to help you out with that, Jenna? Because I can get him to help you out. Hold on. He's Irish. He knows all about Bibles. Catholic, obviously. Hey, Siri. Well, hold on. Let me turn him up. He's quiet right now because I've silenced him and he's angry. Okay, here we go. Hey, Siri. What's a Bible?
The Bible is a collection of religious texts or scriptures sacred to Christians, Jews, Samaritans, Rastafari, and others. Would you like to hear more?
No, thank you. There you go, Jenna. We figured it out together. It's a place where Nikki hides her darkest secrets. I heard that from Jamie Kimbrough. Shut up. Mm. Oh, you guys, I got a third dislike. Uh-oh, whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? That must be their alt accounts. Hold on. Diane, come to my stream. Jamie Kimbrough has some shit to say about you. To me. Thanks for the view. Next. Gretchen, you are on it tonight. Oh, man. Oh, my God. This is the best night. This is making me feel so much better. You guys are awesome. Diane got to come to me and get information first. Yeah, I made sure it was over before I started this one. Uh-oh, did Diane answer? She liked my reply. Let me prepare a link just in case she comes up here. How I do it? I don't even know. Y'all, how I do it? How do I prepare a link? Hi, Diane. It's good of you to stop by. We have been dramatically reading all the messages I got from Jamie Kimbrough today out of the fucking blue. Where she states, I'm just letting everyone know who was mentioned in these messages, what was said about them. Not that you care, but it's funny. Oh, she's responding. Maybe we'll figure out how Dwight Yoakam is these days. She said, the funniest thing she said, hold on. There we go. There you go, Diane. If you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, there's the link. Oh, man. She's so stupid. How I get my own hair in the pocket of my hoodie, that's just disturbing. Oh, oh. Oh, it's Diane. She's coming. She sent me some Google picture of some wedding dress that she supposedly made. I know, right? Come to me, Diane. I can't hear you. Oh, because I have to add you. My bad. I don't do this often, as you can tell. So today,
Hello.
hello. Today I woke up this morning and I had an unsolicited message from Miss Jamie Kimbrough.
Oh my.
Now I have already read the entire message, all of them already in dramatic Southern voices.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So after I told her that I didn't give two shits about what was going on with her, um, I told her that the reason why I didn't want anything to do with her is because she was a liar and she's been called out on many lies. Okay. So the last one that I read was that I'll give you the highlight. She says, "When I prove my innocence, no one cares. Never before has this bitch proved her innocence.
No.
Um, if you only knew how many creators came to me for comfort, like Randi, who called me up on the panel the very next day. Apparently, this bitch also called Doug to see if Katey was okay, but then she claims the next day that Katey and Doug accused her of trying to be sexual, which I unfortunately believe. Oh yeah, don't forget
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know. She claimed that she didn't call him, that he
she
called
said
her.
here she did. No, she said here she did.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because she lied to y'all then. She also said she's in hospice now and she has until Christmas.
Who's in hospice?
Jamie says she's in hospice.
Okay. I
She also
can't.
said because her gym's 4 pools closed down that her scoliosis isn't getting any better.
Oh my. Well, then why are you texting me and calling me and leaving me messages about bullshit if that's the truth? And why did you say that today that Randy admitted that she stepped into the lady pond?
Oh my god. It gets better, wait, it gets better. So she's going down a list of people that came to her for comfort but then fucked off on her, right? So she said, Bargain Beauty saw proof and told me she liked me until then. She said, I never called the IRS on B. I proved that wrong easily. Then a month ago, B said it was something else that she couldn't remember. I did no such thing. I did look up the statute of limitations in Mississippi to see if I could get rid of the people who started the lies. She trying to get rid of people over here, Diane.
Well, she also was going to call the DEA
Yes, she did. She said that next. She
on
goes,
B.
I haven't called the DEA because I'm not someone who goes after people just to hurt them. And then she says your name too. Don't worry. Hold on, I'm getting there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Here's the part that bothered me. Okay, I did lie 4 years ago, but not for attention, not to blame Randy or B or to hurt anyone. I also was medicated for my kidney stones, which, by the way, she said is horseshoe shaped and she only has one of them. When I took the fake picture, that tube in my nose is the only way to get meds into my small intestine, even though ports are a thing that exists, but apparently she doesn't know that much yet. I can put it in myself. Again, I proved that, but it is still only fish tubing.
Oh, my.
Okay. But here's the part that pissed me off, like really. I didn't not really pissed off, but the DMs were sold at auction. Now listen to this and tell me if you find what I found what's wrong with it.
Okay.
The DMs sold at the the auction were given to Irish Marie and Wendy to prove Diane was lying about me. No,
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 that's a
wait,
lie.
just wait. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay. Hold on. I think I'm going to share your live stream.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going
Okay.
to share it on my community page. Let's get some more people in here.
Thank you, Diane.
Hold on a second. Keep
Yep.
talking while I'm doing this.
Okay. So she said that Kirsty, Negz, and Sam played them before Pam decided to auction them off. But if I remember correctly, I was listening to that oxygen. Oh, why do I keep saying oxygen? Auction, and I heard Jamie Kimbrough egging them on. Man, she was just telling them to go, 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 sell them DMs. I heard her little mousy voice during that whole entire auction. I said it again. Sale. We're just gonna say sale. We're not saying auction anymore.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm typing.
You're okay. I do need I'm going to the doctor tomorrow and see if I can get another inhaler, but yeah, because I am COVID positive, Diane.
Oh, you are?
Yep,
Oh,
sure am.
my gosh. How
My
did
husband
that
is too.
happen?
Do you need oxygen, Minnie? Sometimes. You never know. Let's light the fucker up.
I'm going to share it on Twitter too.
Okay. Oh, man.
Oh,
Just so you know, I started this just to laugh at this bitch. I didn't even, I was just like, I got to read this to everybody because this is hilarious.
yeah, you're gonna have to read it to me again because I was
Okay. You're fine.
typing.
Okay. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay, one more second.
Hmm.
Okay.
Gretchen said take an ad out in the paper too.
If I could, I would.
Oh, man. Okay. So she said, now this is where I found something wrong. Kirsty, Negz, and Sam played them before Pam decided to auction them off.
Now,
I didn't even need to send them. But if I remember correctly, I was listening to that auction and I heard her voice during the whole thing.
that's not true. That's really not true.
She wasn't
But
there?
who wasn't there?
I heard Jamie's voice during that auction.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember if
Oh
she
yeah,
was
she was
act.
there.
Yeah, okay. I remember who was doing the auction. It was ATX and Sam.
Y'all, I just got a new message from her.
Oh no.
Are y'all ready? Because I told her, this is the last message I sent to her. Cry me a fucking river, you lunatic. I'm currently comparing your medical maladies with other messages. How come you didn't tell me about your immune deficiency? Only surgery will fix your fucking scoliosis. Perhaps before you send this shit, you should research it heavily or better yet, get a medical degree. Also, somebody said that she knows Dwight Yoakam, so I said, and how's Mr. Yoakam? She says, Mr. Yoakam and Emily are fine.
Yeah.
Wait, it gets better. If only you knew how many years I have studied medicine and the degrees I hold. No neurologist wants to touch me with a 10-foot pole when it comes to surgery. I never needed a shunt. Spinal fusion in places needed could. Jesus Christ. Could actually do far more damage. I can still walk because my thighs compensate for my severed Achilles tendons. My feet are deformed. My arms and abs and the ability to twist help me in many ways. I'm 4'5" and often lift myself onto counters to reach into cupboards. They also help me when I stumble because my feet don't notice a change in flooring. I would suggest you not give medical advice to someone you don't know. Swimming is prescribed by my neurologist. I should drop this bitch a link.
Well, listen. Let me
I'm
just say
not
this.
going to. I'm not going to.
Let me just say this. I never, when I first met Jamie and she first came to me to spill the beans on ATX, and that whole little group and whatnot, and apologized to me. Listen, I never, uh, I never thought about care about her disability.
Mhm.
I really don't because having a disability does not excuse bad behavior. I'm
Right.
sorry, it doesn't. And I probably, and I can't speak on behalf of the women who were her friend in the past before I knew her. I have given her chance after chance to knock it off with me. But for some reason, she can't, and I don't understand it. I have been kind to her, other than screaming on the phone one day to her and saying, "Why the fuck are you lying to Katey about
Mhm.
saying that I was going to sue her? I never said I was going to sue her. What I said was, if Katey didn't stop allowing me to be doxxed and doing the things that were going on, I would get a no contact order on her because I was done with Katey. But she lied. She always likes to cause problems. She does it all the time. So one minute she's saying I really care about you, and then she's fucking me over. So I can't have friends like that in my life.
Mm-mm. No way.
As much as I
Exactly.
might have empathy for her situation with her, you know, health, whether it's declining or not, I don't know. I'm not there. I can't tell. I do have empathy, but if you keep fucking me over, I lose it. I lose it.
I told her, oh my fucking God, you're so full of shit. I don't believe you. And don't come at me with that attitude, little girl. I am not the one. What the hell? And that's not her typing that. She did not type that last message. Her husband typed that. You know how I tell? Because there were
Well,
actual periods and grammar and
well,
punctuation.
that's possible because he wishes cancer on people.
Oh, well, yeah, that's lovely.
So he's not, I don't find him to be, a good guy, especially on the internet.
Mm-mm.
His internet presence so far since he's been, coming on and talking through the telephone has been
Hmm.
atrocious. So I'm sorry.
I've heard him screaming at people online before.
Yeah, he does
Hmm.
it on the phone though.
So I'll redo the main message that everyone's talking about her being in hospice, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now she was messaging me and one other person during this, so I'm not gonna say their part in it, but I'll say the general part.
But can I just ask a question now?
Mhm.
How did she end up in your DMs? Like how?
I don't know. You know why? Because I posted my COVID status today and she messaged me
Oh,
immediately.
oh, okay, okay,
And because I didn't even know she still existed, I didn't think to block her on my new Twitter.
okay.
Um,
Because I didn't think she even knew who you were.
oh yeah, she knows who I am.
Okay.
Um, she says, "After all, I'm evil and I will destroy the community anyway. Um, I'm hoping COVID-20 can be a vector and maybe kill off COVID-19. No matter what is said on YouTube, by the saints, they can't change me anymore. I have become the monster they said I was. Not anymore. I was put on hospice. But swimming has kept my 3 types of scoliosis at bay. Um, excuse me while I Google something really quick. How many types of scoliosis are there? Oh, there are actually 4 types. Okay. Well, okay. When I told Sam and ATX I was dying, they involved Katey and turned it into a drama live, where Sam was also dropped at the end. Cat's rule filled me in. I thought of Sam and ATX's sisters. Now nobody can make me cry, but for some odd reason, I will still help any of you OGs if I can. Anyway, my horse-shaped single kidney has some new pathways attached to new ureters. I was given until Christmas. I don't break that easy. That's what she said.
Oh my.
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah, and according to the message that she sent Gretchen, they met on Match, her and Scott.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm. And that they had twin girls that they lost.
Okay. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't.
No one's heard that
Yeah,
ever.
I've never heard that.
That's
So,
not a lie that she's tried to maintain in the past. But the person that she's told that lie to is someone that she's trying to manipulate because that person has suffered a tragedy.
hmm.
Mhm.
Well, like I said, I don't know why she all of a sudden decided to, step back into drama. Getting all caught up because here's what happened. Laura had gone live about Randi and Bod, and because she claimed that many people came to her and to discuss it because everybody's sick of being played by them, and
Mhm.
I went into the live stream because I found it to be gross. I don't know why people think that they could speak on, saying things like, Randy's a lesbian, Randy's in love, Randy this. And I was like, I was just not going to have any of that. The fact is that full on drama, and I said this on Randy's live stream, the one that
Mhm.
he took down. I just said, why don't you just say it? Full on drama is in love with you, and you cannot reciprocate that love because you are in love with your husband and you're not a lesbian. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Mhm.
Will this now be over? Absolutely 100%. There will be no more going back and forth, not
Mm-mm.
behind the scenes, not in the front of the scenes. It's over. It's done. Uh,
Right.
Randi is a good person.
Mhm.
She has a really good heart. She cares about people. Did she like this person behind the scenes because they acted normal? Absolutely. once they got online, they didn't act normal. And the only thing that Randi wanted from that friendship was to act normal because
Right, right.
she didn't want to have to keep defending that person. And then and the only thing that really got it going this last time was all she did was mention in a hangout because I was there that she got Sin this tortilla blanket and she lost her shit. Like she lost her shit out of jealousy that Randi was sending her friend Sin a gift and
What?
yeah, yeah.
Ignatius, what is the issue? Are you okay? He's so mad because I'm not paying him attention. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so that was basically what happened. She just lost her shit, and
Jamie?
no,
Oh.
5 because
Mm,
of a gift. She didn't understand it.
uh-huh.
I mean, look, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. But trust and believe. Randi is done. This game playing is done. But I
Yeah.
just didn't think that it was a topic for discussion because I don't believe that many people went to Laura. There was so many live streams over the weekend. Everybody got their 2 cents in, but we did it. I mean, how would she like it if I decided to go live about everything that she talked about over the weekend about her 18-hour drive, 18-hour plus drive to have sex with her ex? I would never do that. I mean, we could all sit here and pick it apart, right? And say,
Wait, who are we talking about?
Laura.
Oh, fucking Laura.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's not a topic that I would go live with and say, okay, everybody
Mhm.
wants to know why Laura would do this. Let's tear it apart and talk about her. I would never do that. I just felt it was unfair because Randy's husband was being brought into it. I didn't like
Mhm.
the comments in the chat. So,
Mhm. Well, so apparently Jamie went on a message sending rampage today. She sent messages to a lot of people. For some god awful reason, I was one of them. Yes, Ignatius, I see you. You're beautiful. I'm petting you. You have head scratches. Now go away. Um, but she sent them to people's Instagrams. She sent them to Twitter. She sent them to, I guess, I haven't heard anybody say Facebook, but I'd assume she tried there too.
I don't know.
Evelyn.
Oh, come on, Evelyn. Let's just admit it. First of all, it was more than 18 hours because she got lost. It was an extra 5 hours. But I'm sorry. If a man wants to be with you, he drives to
Did you hear his little chirp? You okay now? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You good now? Okay, bye. That's all you wanted, really. Just wanted me to pick you up for a
Evelyn,
second.
if you ever did that, I'd have to smack you. I have to smack you.
Oh man. Oh. Oh. Man, that was this been a day. I've been getting her messages since like 7 o'clock this morning.
I just don't understand why I just don't understand
I
why
don't
she's messaging you.
I don't understand why she thought I'd give a shit.
Yeah.
Like her
Oh,
original
why?
message to me was all about like it was so dramatic. Let me read it to you. It's so dramatic, Diane. Come back, and you can tell Sam to unblock me, just to know you are feeling better, and you will get through this. I don't take sides. I like people who are nice to me. Bitch at the ones who have come at me for years and ignore comments from people I don't know. Please come back and bitch at me. Then I'll know your lungs are on the mend. In all seriousness, I have always loved Sam in a friend way. She loves you, so you're an OG, even though you weren't around back then. I never understood them going for Sam. Oops, I didn't say it quick enough. Have Sam unblock me so you can bitch at me or reblock me, whatever makes you happiest.
Wait a minute. So she wants you to ask Sam to unblock her
That's
on
all she
Sam's
wants from me.
channel?
That's all she wants from me. She just
So,
wants Sam to unblock her. That's all
well,
she wants.
that's not going to happen.
No, and I've already let Sam know what's going on.
Oh my god. Okay,
Sam,
yeah. So Gretchen said, "I'm telling you all why she's messaging us. is trying to build up her friends again and rally support to come back for revenge.
What
Well,
the what the hell is
revenge.
she gonna do for revenge? What?
Yeah. Gretchen? What is he going to do for revenge?
Buy actual medical tubing instead of fish tubing?
You know, you guys still have that hangout. Remember? You guys still have that hangout.
Who are you talking about?
Well, there's a hangout that you know that because these women are so nice, they never let out.
Mhm.
Where this was concerning the stroke and how these women were her real friends and were praying for her because they believed that she really had a stroke, and then they found out she lied. So she wanted to come into a hangout and apologize, but it didn't turn out that way for them, obviously, and they were in there for I don't know how long, 3 hours more, and she knows that that's out there, and if it was ever played, it wouldn't look good for her.
Mhm. Mhm.
But see, Gretchen and the other women are have been so patient and so nice that they never did it because
Right.
that's not the way they roll. But if she
Right.
wants to come back for revenge and she wants to push them, there's always that hanging over your head. It's always hanging there, Jamie. Why push?
Right.
Don't push these
Exactly.
women. They've been good. They were good to you.
Were these women in the community?
And yes,
Okay.
When Gretchen said, and she had the sense to record it. She did. She did.
Nice, Gretchen. That's why you're using the big brain, making the big bucks.
Yep.
Oh man. It's been a crazy day. I got my positive test, then I got a message from Jamie. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry you got a positive. Damn.
I know.
How do you feel though?
Today's a lot better than I was yesterday. Yesterday, like I was telling them, I couldn't even sit up yesterday. Like for the longest time, I just had to lay down because my head was hurting so bad. But
Oh,
like today, I'm kind of short of breath and coughing some, but that's just because I've been laughing so much. But I mean, I could be worse. I could be a lot worse off. I could be in a hospital. You know.
yeah. No, you're right. It seems to be that some people who are getting it are not get like in the beginning. I think in the beginning when this all really hit really bad, I think a lot more people for some reason, and I don't know, maybe the strain of this virus was much more um, you know, dangerous, and that's why so many people got so sick. I don't know. I mean, I'm not I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the virus has mutated to a more aggressive virus, but everybody's good. Everybody has different antibodies, and even if you don't have an antibody for COVID, you might have something that can fight it. And then, and Jenna, I got it from my husband. Um, um,
Thank you, husband.
oh, he got it from his very good friend, so I can't blame him too much. I mean, I've been hanging out with my best friend too. But then HR emailed me today and said, "Oh yeah, I turned, they'll at my company they'll pay you for up to 14 days if you have a positive test to let you be out." And we've been working from home since April, so I didn't really think they were going to do that now. But they did. They messaged me this morning and showed me the message that they sent to our command center saying, so and so is going to be out until the 16th. Don't point her because we have a point system, like say in an 8-hour day, if you're out for 2 hours, that's 2 points. So it's a point per hour, right? So if you miss a whole day, that's 8 points. And
Right.
at 48 points, you're gone. But those points recycle after 6 months. So anyway, they were like, I got the message stating, please don't point her anything and don't take away from her benefit time. So they're not taking my vacation time. They're not pointing me and they're paying me.
And I heard from the guy that I watched, Steve Gardner. He's a financial. Before this whole COVID thing and stimulus shit came out, his channel was primarily about investing. So I was already sub to him, and then he started doing updates on the stimulus. So today he put out a video saying that the stimulus is not going to even be negotiated until after, for anyone who's hoping
Mhm.
for a check, until after the election, that is a decision that President Trump made.
But then he, from last I heard, he put out a message stating that he will, after he had already said he wasn't going to until after the election. But I don't know. I have to research that some more.
From what I heard, it's, the negotiations are, off. Pelosi was negotiating with, I can't remember who.
Mhm.
It seemed to be going very well, but now it seems like anybody who's waiting for any kind of stimulus is probably not going to get it. I mean, look, two financial advisors that I watch both said, listen, don't count on any checks in October.
Right,
It's not going
exactly.
to happen.
Right. And I mean, and that's just, I can't, I get too heated for politics, and I don't have the health for that right now. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, we're on our own, people. We are
Yeah.
on our fucking own. That's the way it's going to be. And just so you know,
Very
Biden is
sad.
winning.
The whole thing is kind of sad for people because they were supposed to also put a lot of things into place for, renters, for homeowners, or all of that is just,
Oh yeah. Well, did you notice the numbers today when he put out that message? They dropped for him.
well,
Yep, because not only does that take money away from the private citizen, it also takes away any money from the businesses that was going to be sent out in that same stimulus package. So his numbers have dropped drastically. Now I know some of his camp are going to be like, no, they're still higher. No, they're not, because we take real census over here outside of Fox News. But anyway, yeah, his numbers have drastically dropped. And not only that, they realize now how full of shit he was about COVID. Like, if you saw him on that balcony, he was gasping for air.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he went up there. He defiantly, after his doctors told him not to, he defiantly took off his mask, and he's standing there gasping for air. I will try to get one, Radar. Thank you so much for suggesting that. But then, and the other thing that's pissed everyone off, well, people that have a brain anyway, people who's not from here, my state, they're pissed off because Biden and his family kept their mask on except for when Biden was talking. And then as soon as Trump's family sat down, almost like they were in a choreographed dance, they all dramatically ripped their face mask off during the debate at the
Well,
same time.
let's face it though, Trump, and listen, he is the president of the United States, whether you like him or not. The fact that he got COVID is, it's a bad thing. But as being the leader of our country, he should have been wearing a mask from day one to set an example, and he should have had it on every place that he went.
Yep.
And he didn't.
Mhm. And the problem with this right now, the biggest problem right now is that he is losing. So he's scrambling, and he's losing by a wide margin. Have you seen the electoral votes right now?
No, I really haven't.
Okay.
Is it that bad?
Yeah. So even if Biden did not get all of the electoral votes that he needed, Trump would still lose.
Hmm.
I mean, technically, he still has to get 270. But even if Trump got all, that's not what I meant to say. If Trump got all of the undecided votes that are right now in the electoral college, right? You need 270 electoral college to win. If Trump got all the undecided votes, he still wouldn't have 270 votes in electoral college.
Well,
And that's what you get for being Hitler 2.0. Oh, and by the way, in case any of you were interested, he is a third generation German American. And I also have another question. How come none of those quote unquote proud boys don't ever tell Melania to take her ass back to the country she came from?
well, here's a funny story. My mother knows everything about Trump's father. My mother is just one of those people that reads about everything, reads
And
about
he was a mean
everybody.
bastard.
She knows everything about the Trumps. Amazing. Yeah. So when she tells me that, I say, well, I say, well, Trump's an idiot. That's right. That's what I told her. I said, Trump's
And
an
is
idiot.
mhm,
And I liked him on his TV show. That's where I liked him. Where he said, "You're fired." Uh,
mhm.
that's where I liked him. I don't necessarily, have to like him in the Oval Office.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I don't, Evelyn. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, we don't have cable. We watch almost everything on our computer, but like exactly radar. If you're gonna sit around here and you're gonna pull this fucking racist, xenophobic bullshit, then you need to walk right up to the fucking idiotic stripper first lady and tell her to go the fuck back to the country she came from. Well, there are no double standards in this, you bigots. You need to do it to her too. And that same thing that Trump preached against, chain migration, where someone comes over here legally and then because their parents are on the other side of the border, they grab their parents and they pull them in legally because that's called chain migration. He bitches about that day in and day out when he talks about immigration. Guess what Melania fucking Trump did? She brought her parents over here as soon as she became a citizen with Trump's help. So y'all tell me he not y'all personally, but you know, tell me he ain't a fucking two-faced lying motherfucking bastard piece of shit lump of coal. That's what he is. I can't stand that motherfucker. He's gonna destroy. And me and my best friend were talking about it today. Is that at one point we were the most intimidating country on the face of the planet. Only one set of motherfuckers had the balls to breach our shores, and they killed a lot of people. And that is a day I will never forget in my entire life. But honestly, right now they don't even bother with us anymore because we're not worth it because of what he has done to the country. Even North Korea is not threatening us anymore because we're not worth it anymore.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Listen, I don't typically like to even talk any politics.
Yeah, nah.
When when I'm online, I just don't like to.
Mm-mm.
I just was really pissed at him for not wearing his friggin' mask from day one.
Exactly. Oh, and did you hear his doctors though?
No.
And his doctors got called out because they had to do an apology press conference. So I don't know if he was. Now these are all very viable suggestions. He might have been threatened by Trump's party, might have been threatened by Trump himself. But when they said, has he ever, since he's been in the hospital, been on oxygen? The only thing this man would say, no matter how the question was asked, was, he's not on oxygen today.
Hmm.
That's all he would say. He wouldn't say anything else. And I was like, either A, this motherfucker's like, y'all reporters need to learn to read between the lines because I'm telling you the answer right now. Or B, he was threatened to not say anything else.
Well, let's face it. When COVID first came around, we all know for a fact that they knew about this before it
Hmm.
was told to us. At least, I mean, I don't know the exact time frame, but it was at least they probably knew about it in like February,
Hmm.
January,
They definitely knew about it in
and they were
January.
silent. They were
'Cause
silent.
the timeline states that he was systematically warned in January, and the day he was warned, he didn't close the borders, he went to his golf course.
Yeah, no, and we know that as a fact. So
Yep.
that has been put out there. So that bothers me. That really bothers me too because it got to a point where and I also feel like we didn't get put down on lockdown quick enough, and that's why unfortunately this country had so many cases of COVID.
Well, here's the thing with that. The thing with that is that the president has no control over state by state lockdowns,
Oh, I know that. I know that. I'm just
and even the states don't that are not in his swing, or that don't have his popular vote, right?
right.
Even they struggled with the thought of shutting their state. It is a scary thing to think about.
Oh, I
It
know.
is a
Well,
very scary thing to think
I
about.
know Pennsylvania had no problem with it though. Our governor had no problem with it.
And see, that pissed me off because South Carolina, which is a very blue state, our governor, oh Jesus Christ, he's like the biggest dumbass I've ever seen in my life. He's worse than Strom Thurmond, and Strom Thurmond was 90 something
I'll
years
be
old
right
before they
back.
voted
I'll
his
be right
ass
back.
out.
I'll
Okay,
be right back.
but yeah, our uh, I don't know, Kenzie. None of the people I know told me not to worry. Everybody I know told me to worry. Yeah, I mean that's semantics. I mean, listen. It's just like Biden said in the debate. I'm not here to call him a liar. We all know he's a liar. There's no reason to talk about it. Everybody knows he's a liar. I mean, and in a way, when you make that much money in business, you got to think that a lot of businessmen that are that successful, he's not even successful though, because he's been in bankruptcy more times than I can even count, um, have gotten used to lying. But I don't know what you want me to tell you, Kenzie. Science changes. Everybody thought it was fine in March because we didn't have that many cases. And the cases that we did have were elderly. And most of them were central to New York City and Florida. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. In March, everything wasn't as bad as it is right now. In March, my company was still deciding whether or not they wanted to send everybody home. So, I mean, science changes, the virus changes, the statistics change, the death changed, the infection rate changed. So, I mean, no one took it seriously. Absolutely no one took it seriously. But I'll tell you who didn't go golfing, this bitch right here. I'll tell you who got a mask immediately, this bitch right here. And I'll tell you who wore it immediately, this bitch right here. And guess who still got COVID? Me, because I live with my husband and he had COVID. Yeah, New York was bad then, but it was, to be fair, a lot of senior citizens. At that point, not a single person under a certain age range had gotten it bad enough to die from it. Oh, welcome, Mac. My name is Minnie. I'm very opinionated. I
Hi,
don't mean to hurt anyone's
Macaulay.
feelings.
She's one of my subscribers,
It's
and
very nice to meet you.
well, Mac 11 actually is also a member. You probably just missed her in our members
In the chat.
hangout. Yeah, when we did our hangout.
Cool, cool. Yeah, and then, like, the part that bothered me is everybody saying it wasn't bad, and then and in March, near the end of March, like, at the beginning of March, everybody thought that it was just either A, you had to have a really low immune system, i.e., you already had COVID morbidities, or you were elderly. Okay, that was the beginning of March. Now the timeline moved extremely quickly. The story changed extremely quickly because once we realized that New York City was having to bring in refrigeration trucks because their morgues were running out of room,
Yeah, that was so scary. I saw the pictures of that. I
and
was
at
like,
that point Trump was still telling us not to worry.
yeah, that was enough to make me really
Mhm.
think,
That me
oh,
too. Me too. That's when I started getting scared.
that
And
was
then
scary. How could
mm,
you not get scared?
exactly. So here's the thing, Kinsey. The thing is if I wear a mask, I'm protecting you. If you wear a mask, you're
Right.
protecting me. If we're both wearing a mask, we are protecting each other. That's what it's about. It's not about protecting yourself. It is a little bit, but more than that, it's about protecting the spittle from your mouth from getting on someone else and the spittle from someone else's mouth getting on you.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Listen, you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
The mask has become a fashion statement.
Mhm.
So now you match
I
up
have
your
K-pop masks.
mask with your outfit.
Diane, I'm gonna have to get you one of these masks. They are amazing.
So
We
I
went
have trust me, I have a lot of masks.
I know, but you would love this one.
And
It's bougie. It's
you're
bougie,
talking,
Diane. It's
you're
bougie.
talking. Oh, you have a Gucci one, really?
No, it's bougie. Let me tell you
Oh,
why.
bougie.
Mhm. So I went to Koreatown, and no matter what is going on in the world, pandemic or not, you gonna find masks in Koreatown because Asians are smart and they wear a mask when the air quality is bad.
Oh yeah,
So
they always have.
I went there, and now they're really like, "Oh, this is our time, bitches. We're gonna sell all these masks."
Of
So
course.
I went in there, and they had this line of masks, and there was one that was called Coppertex, and I looked at it, and I was like, "That's really nice." It was like this light blue and pink Burberry kind of look to it, and
Hmm.
I picked up. She says, "Oh, this is a very good mask. Normal July, normal July. I like it a lot." Okay, great. So I was like, all right, it had adjustable earpieces. It is my absolute favorite mask, and I'll tell you why. Not only does it go to the middle of the bridge of my nose, which means I can put my glasses over it, which means I won't fog up. It also goes to almost my Adam's apple under my chin,
Ah,
and it tightens. And it's this beautifully breathable but double folded fabric. And it's like all silky feeling, but it's not silk because silk doesn't do anybody any good. Um, but yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. It's my all-time favorite, and it's just an amazing mask.
here's another thing I like about the mask that winter's coming. You put on
Mhm.
a mask and it keeps your face warm.
Here's something I like about it. I don't have to put on makeup.
I'm finding good things about the mask.
Me too. You're like, "Oh, did I brush my teeth? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, don't worry, I got a mask."
No makeup. You don't have to put makeup
Exactly.
on. Well, you can put eye makeup on, but
Yeah, Kenzie, you know what? One time I watched a video of this girl. Okay, so I'm a glutton for watching people get heated, and I love it. I don't know why, but anyway, so I watch these like Karen compilations, and because I love to see those bitches get put in their place. But no offense to any Karens. Um, this woman brings home this fabric, right? And it's mesh fabric. And her husband's like, "What are you doing with that?" She goes, "Oh, I'm going to make masks with them. They didn't tell me what I had to make masks with them, what kind of fabric I had to use. And I'm tired of my Second Amendment rights or whatever rights being taken, my constitutional rights being taken away." So this bitch is out there killing people because she thinks that the Constitution has any fucking thing to do with her health.
hmm.
Like, for real. Like, what? And I'm sorry to all those that have followed Diane. I do have a bad mouth. I am sorry.
Oh, you don't have to say sorry.
God,
You
and today,
Jen has a filter insert.
um, and did you see Alyssa Milano had on a crocheted one, but her crochet was like really wide, like there were holes in it everywhere, and she was just posting it all over Twitter, and everybody's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, that's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Listen, the masks that I made for Teespring, the people that ordered them, they really liked them. They said that they were nice, they were comfortable. They sent me pictures of themselves in it, which is
Hmm.
because I can't really recognize them because they're wearing a mask. It's pretty neat. That's
Yeah.
right. I say the fuck word all the time. Well, not all the time. I have to be really mad. Someone has to really piss me off to typically online say the fuck word. I don't say it a lot at home. I really don't. I say fucking A at home. If something goes wrong or if something messes up, if I'm cooking something and it fucks up or whatever, that's because that's what they. I don't know. That's I guess what they say in Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Um, all I know is I met this lady from when I was working at the cable company on the phones, and this lady was from Nova in Northern Virginia. And when I asked her something, no, she was from Rhode
Yes,
Island.
yeah, no, some of them are, yes, the designs that you made, absolutely.
Oh, the lady was from Rhode Island, and when I asked her, I said something and she didn't understand me, and she said, "Please," and I was like, "Please what?" I didn't realize that she was saying, "Excuse me," or "What did you say?" She just said, "Please," but she wanted me to repeat myself,
Oh,
and I was like, "That's that's really strange."
hmm.
Yeah, but I don't like anyone from Nova. No offense to anyone who's from Nova. They are really some snobby people there. Yeah, today's new symptom is me and my husband both are having hot flashes. So my husband and I are clearly going through menopause.
Ah, no, I don't think you're no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my god, I'm so hot today. And my husband's like, "Me too. What the fuck?"
no.
I just hope that these mild symptoms are all that we have and like it doesn't get
I
worse
hope
from
so
here.
too. I hope so too.
But I've been sick for a few days, so I would think if it was going to get worse, it would have already gotten worse and not gotten better.
Hmm.
Because I'm starting to feel better, so I'm hoping that means it's going to keep me feeling better.
Well, I mean, like I said, there are a lot of people that get it, and their symptoms are very mild, and then we've had
Mhm.
people who have had very of the virus, but listen, the flu, right? I have never gotten flu in my whole entire life, and I've also never had a flu shot. So I
Mhm.
feel like some people are probably just not going to get certain things, or if they do get
Well,
it, they're going to get a very mild case of it.
here's the thing with that. We do have herd immunity a lot for the flu. When it comes to influenza, it's changed so much over the years that the strain that we have now is not as strong as it used to be.
Mhm.
And that's because we haven't eradicated it, but we have slowed it down. So it has mutated. So that's understandable. But the numbers that came out yesterday or the day before, I think it was Monday, um, stated that the number of deaths from COVID right now reached higher than the past 5 years of flu deaths.
Mm.
And everyone always likes to say, "Oh, well, it was the flu was worse. The flu was worse." Now, bitch, we are now beating 5 years of flu deaths, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I believe that absolutely, and I think with
Right.
the flu, people who get the flu and have complications from the flu that go into pneumonia and might die are
Yep.
probably people that are not well to begin with.
Mhm.
They have underlying medical conditions or they're
Mhm.
elderly, and that's why you have flu deaths.
Hold on. Radar, did you have COVID? Radar says hot flashes and headaches were bad for me in the evening. Yeah, headaches are really bad.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Do you have a sense of taste?
I do. It went
Because some
away
people don't.
yesterday. It went away yesterday for like a few hours, but then it came back.
Oh, okay. Because some people that seems to be a symptom with them. They can't smell or taste.
The thing I'm most worried about is neither my husband or I are in the best of shape, and COVID's been known to throw clots all over the body.
Mm,
So I do worry about that. I mean, even asymptomatic people can still get blood clots from it. So I am very worried about that, but I'm gonna have a full checkup after my quarantine.
yeah, it's kind of
So
scary. This whole thing. I mean, let's face it. It is scary.
Radar says, yep, myself and 6 other family members, my sister, niece, and my mother and husband ended up in the hospital. I'm sorry about that. I hope they're
Wow.
okay.
Wow. 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 Listen, we've had people on here who have lost, right here on YouTube, who have lost people, friends, relatives from COVID.
Mhm. Well, my brother-in-law and my niece and nephew and my sister-in-law had it, and they're okay now, so Oh, you did? Okay, Mac. I'll check that out for sure. Absolutely. Oh, and I got good news. My car company, extended us, COVID relief because we didn't know if I was gonna get paid. So, I don't have to pay again until December.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm.
That's good.
But I'm still gonna make, at least a partial payment so that I'm not that far behind,
Yeah.
because I didn't think I was gonna get paid when I accepted it, and now that I know I am, I know at least I can make a payment. I didn't even know that was a thing. They, like, tack it on at the end of your contract. Um, COVID-19 is less lethal regardless of age than the flu was 2 seasons back. Tell that to the numbers, Kinsey. Texas, yet another blue state.
I
My
never,
brother's from Texas.
I
Sorry.
never was one to watch like with the flu season and stuff. I never watched numbers and stuff like that. And even with COVID, I've tried not to really watch the numbers,
Mhm.
of patients, deaths, things like that. The only thing I did check, of course, was my state to see what
Mhm.
was going on, and we happened to, at one point be in a hotspot. So
South Carolina
we
was second in the world for a long time.
So, my county was in a hotspot, which led us to be the last county to go, to go green, from red to green. So,
Mhm.
yeah, we were in a hotspot. So you never know where the hotspot's going to end up.
So, the headquarters to our company is in Florida, and, Florida was hit really bad.
Yeah.
And not only and I think that has a lot to do with it being a retirement state.
But I
Uh,
also think that they weren't,
they
I
weren't
also think
taking
that,
it seriously.
right, they weren't taking it seriously. They weren't wearing masks.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But they shut down that company, oh god, weeks before they shut down ours. And so we had to take the brunt of all of their calls and all their paperwork. So that was hell. And then I think I told you before, but I got bronchitis before that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so before any of this hit strongly, like it was in the news at this point, but and they were still like, if you thought you had COVID, you needed to wear a mask. But at this point, it wasn't anything anyone was talking about, like wear a mask all the time. So I was feeling Diamond, you need to calm down. Sorry. Um, but so I
Calm
went.
down.
I was feeling really, really bad. It was after my mom had her heart attack, and I was coughing. I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm. It just my luck. I'm the first bitch around here to get COVID, right? So I took my ass to the doctor, and he's like, "No, you don't have COVID. But you do have bronchitis." And I'm like, "Oh, that's so much better." But so I went to work, and because they're such a large company that they cannot risk taking on a liability of me maybe actually having COVID, and the doctors were wrong. So they said, go home and stay there until you get clearance from your doctor. So, okay. Got clearance from my doctor, went back to work, said, how do you feel? I said, I'm still a little run down, leave the building. And it was that day that it was the first week of April, I believe, and I haven't been back. We've all been working from home since then.
Mm.
So really, I didn't even get the shutdown notice because I was out for bronchitis. Because and the only reason that I was out for bronchitis is because in the beginning I had a fever, and if you're febrile, you're contagious
Yeah, do you get bronchitis?
every year.
Okay, yeah, my husband gets it every other year, and once you get bronchitis, you seem to be susceptible to it. That's
Mhm.
from my knowledge. But
'Cause your bronchioles are damaged.
yes, he always has inhalers,
Me too.
and one not last year, the year before, it turned into pneumonia. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's so he has weak lungs. He just has weak
Mm.
lungs.
My husband has debilitating asthma, and I have heat-induced asthma.
Hmm.
So I struggle sometimes. Sometimes I struggle through wearing the mask if I'm out for a long time. Like in Koreatown, it was killing me. Oh my god.
In the
Like,
summer, it was bad. Like
yeah.
when it was really hot out, having to wear a mask was,
Mhm.
really, really bad.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we're getting this done and over with before Christmas. Um, because we are gonna quarantine our ass in the car and then go to my grandma's house
Mm.
or my
I,
mom's house. Can't figure it out yet. I would sue that hospital for malpractice because why would they put your non-COVID uncle on a COVID floor? That is a suit for malpractice.
yeah.
Thank you, Mac.
Why would they do that?
I heard in is it in Canada? No, I know in Korea Korea thanks Korean it's kind of like Thanksgiving but not really. It's called Chuseok. That was this month and they were canceled. So nobody was happy about that.
Yeah, everything's pretty much let's face it, everything's canceled.
Well, the
It's
Korean government said no family gatherings. Chuseok is canceled. Be happy at your own house.
yeah, well, everything. I mean, Halloween is canceled.
Mhm.
I mean, things are going to just be canceled. This holiday season is not going to be back to normal. I'm sorry to say.
Mm-mm. And that goes back to that stimulus.
Yeah,
Every financial advisor has warned him if he does not give out that stimulus, this economy will crash
yeah,
because we are
absolutely.
struggling. Now, I say we as a general collective term as
Right, exactly.
Americans because I'm
Right.
not struggling. My husband's not struggling. Diamond your tail, Jesus Christ, lady, get that bougie fluffy thing out of my face. Um, she just has to swing it around because she wants you to look at it. Um, but yeah, so there are some people that are truly well, and my one of our closest family friends, they own a piercing shop. They own it. It's not they started this up with their own money. And
Right.
for the longest time, they were being denied any sort of assistance from the government. They were put on a waiting list because they weren't essential. That's where their main income comes from, is that shop. And they've
Well,
got 2
yeah.
kids.
Well, yeah, a lot of businesses have been very, very hurt by all of this. I mean, restaurants have been really hurt by it.
Mhm.
A lot of businesses have, but
You know who hasn't? DoorDash,
oh no, no, they
Uber
have
Eats.
no. Absolutely. Instacart.
Instacart.
Yes.
They're making bank.
Oh yeah, those personal shoppers are making bank. They're making really good tips. Listen, I started using Instacart years ago before any of this happened because like I just like it because I have a lot of different choose from. They personally shop for you. They if something's out, they text you. I mean, they're really. I mean, what if they can do my shopping for me, why not? I'm sick of shopping,
I mean,
so
right.
I've been using it. So, but it got a little crazy for a little while when things were really bad. Like if you tried to order, like typically if you order Instacart now, you can get your order within 2 hours.
Right. That's the way it is here.
But during COVID at its peak, you were days out of ordering food. Like it would tell you nothing available, nothing available, and then even if it was, most items were out.
Hmm.
So it got bad there for a while. But I love Instacart.
Well,
Love.
I know that. So I don't know what bank you have, but on Bank of America, if you sign in, it'll give you a chart, like a pie chart of where all your money is going, right? And for one solid month, the largest piece of my pie was DoorDash.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people use DoorDash. That's for sure. So they're all doing great. Any place that has takeout as well, any
Hmm.
restaurant that is set up for takeout, that's what's going to save them from losing their restaurants. So we have a couple of restaurants nearby where I live. I mean, they're full service restaurants who have always you've always been able to call in to them and do takeout.
Hmm.
They even bring it out to your car. So
Who is that?
restaurants in my area that
Oh, okay.
they've always had that. It was way before COVID. Like if you didn't feel like going and sitting in a restaurant, you
Right.
can order it and take it out. So any restaurant that is capable of doing that, that's what saved them during all this.
Hmm. Yeah. They finally got their license back up, like for the piercing shop, but they can't do any mouth piercings.
Oh yeah, no, no, no.
They can't do any genital piercings.
Ew.
I mean, but they make money on that too.
I know, but ew.
Those are some of their most expensive piercings.
I know, but again, ew.
Yeah, true.
On
Um,
piercing. Sorry.
but yeah, they definitely can't do right now. They cannot do 0 oral piercings, and that's killing them because those are expensive piercings too.
I mean, just for me, I can't even understand why anybody want to do POC down there, but people do. Like,
Hmm. And Kenzie, you're allowed to have your opinion about politics in here. You're fine. Just don't start fights, and you can say whatever you want. My mods know that no one gets blocked unless somebody's being abusive. Oh, and
oh, poor
yeah.
Jenna, you have no DoorDash.
Do you have a what's the other one? The one with the bike. What's that one? What's it called? Oh, now I have to look it up. Opa, what's that food service delivery where it's like a bike?
I don't know.
You're the one that told me about it.
I did.
No, not you.
Oh,
What did you say?
Mac
No.
11. My hubby is my DoorDash.
Hold on, we're gonna look it up on the app store. Hold on one moment. Do you have Postmates, Jenna? But Jenna lives out in the middle of nowhere, doesn't she?
That's what happens if you live out. I mean, Randy can't get. The only thing that Randy can do is call up and order a pizza from a gas station.
I guess it is Postmates. Yeah. Our 7-Eleven here is now on fucking DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Yeah, if you're in a smaller town, you don't have access to all that.
Right. No, it's okay here. I mean, like, I live in a small town too, Jenna. I can get pizza or Chinese food delivered. Hey, at least you can get something delivered.
Oh well, if you can get pizza and Chinese food, that's something. That's something at least that's good.
Hmm. We have access to a lot of things, but we live about, I'd say, about 10 minutes away from the main road, and so these DoorDash people, they get real fucking picky about which ones they take because they don't want to drive all the way out here. It's like 10
Yeah,
minutes, bro. I'm paying you like $10 to deliver my food. $10 tip to deliver my food because I know it's far. Just
Yeah.
bring me my food. I am fat and I will rage if you do not.
Well,
Well,
I understand that, Jenna.
yeah.
I happen to love pizza, by the way.
Not to mention the fact that Chinese food is not even remotely what they eat in China.
Oh, I know. I know. Although we do have a really good Chinese restaurant. Chinese food is hard. Listen, when I first moved to Pennsylvania, I had to really adjust because I'm from New York, Long
Mhm.
Island. We had everything, even
Mhm.
the pizza places. I mean, they don't they don't compare to what kind of pizza you get here in Pennsylvania. So when I first moved here, there was some adjustment. So there's a Chinese restaurant that every Friday night everybody orders from, right? You could eat in there or you could do takeout. It would
Mhm.
be packed. So when I first tasted their food, I was like, you've got to be kidding. People are like standing in line for this shit. I mean, everything was horrible. So
Yeah.
finally, we did find a really good restaurant where the food was really delicious. But I am so up, and the pizza places. Oh my God, the pizza's so horrible. I found one that was acceptable that I
We're in
could actually
Pennsylvania.
eat. Yeah, at least where I live. Um, and we have a lot of, don't get me wrong, we have lots of restaurants here. I just feel like they don't know how to make really good pizza. Even though they're Italians, I still feel like I don't know. There's something wrong. They don't know how to make it. And meatballs, don't
Mhm.
ever. Oh my God, I'm telling you. But I am. I feel like I'm spoiled because I'm from Long Island. You bagel here. Bagels are different from the New York bagels. I think I've had this discussion before. People think I'm crazy, but there is definitely a difference between a New York bagel and a bagel anywhere else. So, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I used to work at a Chinese restaurant, and this was like way back in the day when I was like 16 or 17. And they, whenever the Chinese people would come in or the Japanese people would come into the restaurant, the owner would take them back to this super secret room, and they would sit back there, and they had a completely different menu. And on that menu was like a shit ton of baked fish and like rice, and it's all very healthy stuff. Americanized Chinese food was made by a Chinese American, and it was made in New York actually.
Mm.
And he started a restaurant, and then but none of the shit that he sells is actually real Chinese food except for maybe dumplings and egg rolls. But yeah, nah. Mm-mm. And now you want some true food from what really is, that's Korean, and they eat a lot of beef, which I don't like fish, so Korean food is best for me.
Yeah, I mean, I like fish, but not that way. Like, like I like fish. Like I love I gotta be honest, I love my fish fried. Like I like, fried shrimp, fried clams, fried, well, scallops not.
Mhm.
But I like my fish fried. I enjoy it.
Well, here's the thing, like, my husband, I don't know if you know there's a difference. There's a difference between Korean chopsticks, Chinese chopsticks, and Japanese chopsticks.
Oh, I can't use chopsticks. I suck at it.
Well, I use chopsticks for a very important reason. It's actually a good way to slow down your eating habits.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because you don't
Um,
have much food.
and you can't take very large bites.
No, you don't.
However, um, my husband hates my Korean chopsticks because Korean chopsticks are metal and they're flat.
Mhm.
Because the only reason is because they don't eat their rice with their chopsticks, they eat it with their long spoon. So they don't need the rounded chopsticks because they don't eat their rice with chopsticks. So um, they're very flat and they're very thin. So they're hard to control at first, but I love them. Like I love them more like now Japanese and Chinese chopsticks feel too thick in my mouth. And I like the fact that these are metal. So, but
I'm
my
just
husband hates them.
Yeah, I'm just not, I just never wanted to really bother to catch on to the whole chopstick thing.
Right.
It's not for me.
Because if you go to like a Korean restaurant, you'll get chopsticks and you'll get a long spoon. And the long spoon is because generally when they cook you a stew, the pot they cook it in is the pot you're going to eat it out of.
Right.
So they got to make sure that spoon ain't going to fall in. Korean food is my favorite. Oh my god. So good. Love Korean food.
I don't think I've ever had Korean food. I might
Oh.
have because we have a friend that owns an Asian restaurant in, well, it's in Chinatown, but I think that he's also part Korean. I'm not sure, but we've eaten different things. Like when you go into his restaurant, it's not like you're not ordering chow mein and lo mein and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So I might have, but I have eaten Japanese food. I do like Japanese food a lot.
See, Japan and China, they use way too much fish, and I'm not into fish, and especially Japanese food, they use a lot of fish. If you go to like traditional Japanese,
Hmm.
and especially their sushi and things like that. But my husband loves a sushi. He could spend a shit ton on
Yeah,
it.
I'm not a sushi person.
But me, I like my things to be cooked.
Yeah, me too.
Um, Now in Korea, it's really strange. You can get a raw pork cutlet,
Yeah, I know.
and some people eat it that way. I could never do that. I know it won't hurt you, but I still couldn't do it.
Yeah,
But
actually, I've seen that in other countries too. They actually serve. I'm trying to remember what travel show I was
mhm.
watching, but I believe they served raw pork somewhere. I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember where, but I was like, "Damn, you're eating it raw." But
And you would think it would make you sick, but it won't.
yeah, but it won't. Yeah, exactly. It's
It
something that
doesn't.
you
Yeah.
would have to get used to, eating, and that it's not going to,
Thank
scare
you,
the shit out of
radar.
you. I personally like to stay away from anything raw, because I'm like that person that will say, "All right, so I'm going to eat this," and I have tried sushi. Trust me, I have tried. Uh, I
I
just,
couldn't do it.
yeah, I just don't like it.
I don't
Um,
like fish, period. So you're not getting sushi in my mouth no matter what.
but I was always worried that I'd be the one person who
You're welcome,
ended up
Kinsey.
with
Good night.
something
Sorry.
with a parasite in it, and that I
Right.
would get it.
Well, okay, so in Korean, I highly suggest you trying 3 dishes, okay? Number 1, the all-time classic bulgogi, which is just actually the meat. So anything that has bulgogi attached to it means it's gonna be a really good dish. It's beef. It's and then
What comes with it, though? What comes with the beef
well,
one?
it's according to what dish you get. So bulgogi by itself is just gonna be the meat and the rice. But
Oh, I like
if
that.
you get like bibimbap, which is a stone bowl, especially you get dosa. Dosa is the bowl that you cook with and you serve with, but it's made of stone. So when they serve it to you, it cooks your food and scorches your rice until you're done eating.
Mhm.
Unscorched rice is so good. Um, but it can be anything. It's kind of like you take all the leftovers out of the fridge and put it in a bowl at the end of
Uh-huh,
the week or whatever and cook that,
uh-huh.
and basically what that is. It's considered comfort food. So it can be bulgogi, rice, and then just whatever vegetables they wanna throw in there. So good. Put some gochujang, which is red pepper paste, and then, some soy sauce, mix it all up, crack an egg on top of it. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Um, the other one is, jjajangmyeon. Jjajangmyeon is black bean noodles. You would think that sounds really nasty, but in fact, it's incredibly delicious as long as you don't care that your noodles are black. Uh
Oh,
And well, it's black beans. It's a different black bean, though, it's not what you're used to. It's not like black beans that you would get, like, at a Mexican restaurant. These black beans are considered they're almost sweet, but not really. Um, and then my other favorite one is a stew. So the word for stew is jjigae. So my favorite and these are not small spines. Uh-oh, I'm buffering. Are you there?
yeah.
Okay. So they take a section of the spine from the pig, and they cook the pig all day long. And then they cut a section of the pig, put it in your stew, and
Mhm,
that way the marrow seeps out of the bone into your stew.
mhm.
And then when you pick the spine up, you could just run your finger down it because they leave the meat on it. You run your finger down it, and all that meat just falls off. You don't even have to use utensils. You could just use your hand. It'll just be bleh, right into the stew. So
Did
good.
you ever eat marrow? Did you ever go into a restaurant and order marrow?
Um, who is that?
I don't know. It's not Lindy. It's not the real Lindy.
Um, I have. It's not my favorite thing if I'm eating it straight out, but when you have stews that have the spine in there, I don't mind it getting into my stew. But it's not my favorite. It's supposed to, like, really help brain development as well.
Well, bone marrow is actually very delicious if you go to a good restaurant and you have it. It's really delicious. I had an uncle. I remember when I was a kid, before bone marrow became a thing.
Mhm.
actually being served in restaurants. I used to watch him. It's like sucking the marrow out of like
Yeah.
chicken and shit. I was like, damn, what is he doing? But now I kind of get it because the marrow really good for you. Bone marrow is really good for
Mhm.
you,
It
but
really is.
and it's very tasty. I know people. I talked about this with some ladies, and they were like, "Oh, are you kidding?" But
I
it's
think it's like
really
when
good.
people go to suck the marrow, they don't understand that the marrow also has blood in it, so it looks black.
Hmm.
So I think that throws some people off.
Yeah, but when
And
it's prepared as just a dish, a side dish, or whatever
mhm.
of bone marrow, it's really good. People should try it.
Mhm. And then, so my other favorite thing about Korean food is that they have this thing called banchan, and banchan is basically literally side dishes. So no matter what meal you get, you're gonna get banchan. And so they're gonna bring out these teeny tiny little bowls with like a sample of everything, whatever they're serving in the restaurant really, but it's always gonna be kimchi as well. So it's gonna be like a bowl of kimchi and maybe some radishes and some cucumber and onions and some like potato salad and whatever else are they'll have potato cakes or fish cakes, just like different side dishes, and those are refilled on without end until you're done eating.
Hmm.
So now they have a trend of hold on.
Well, talking to Pam on the download, that's really funny. I've never talked to Pam. I don't talk to Pam. I don't like Pam. You're an imbecile.
That's got to be Jamie.
I don't know who it is, but that whoever you are, you're an imbecile. Liar, liar. Typically, I don't fuck with trolls, but it's late, and when they're
You,
idiots, I can't help myself.
they couldn't even spell properly. But yeah, so there's a trend now in Korea where people will there's restaurants opening up that only serve banchan.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like become their gimmick now. But yeah, Korean food is so delicious and so good for you too. Because they don't really have a lot of carbs.
Right.
I got my mom to try glass noodles the other day. They freak her out because they're clear. Um,
Yeah, that is kind of freaky, actually.
but she ate yeah, it's delicious. She ate them and she was like, "Oh my god." And I was like, "Ah, no. Let a bitch do some online shopping for fuck's sake."
So go do some online shopping. It'll make you feel
But,
better.
yeah, and then the other one is, what they consider a pancake. So, basically, it's just egg and then whatever else they throw in there, and they make it into, like, a pancake shape, and you eat it, but you're supposed to eat those and drink beer with them. What did she say this time?
I don't know, something about releasing screenshots.
That's Jamie.
Whatever.
Poor widow Jamie. Poor
How do they find me over here? Because I put it on probably because I put it on my community page.
poor widow Jamie. What a dumb bitch.
Katey, the one that stands alone.
Jenna says something stupid as usual.
Are you the cheese that stands alone?
You know, she's so stupid because she's giving herself away. She's in our DMs talking about how she's always alone, and she uses that name. God, what a
Hmm,
fucking idiot.
I
Moron.
love it.
Jamie, if you want to stop being a coward,
If it is Jamie, I don't know why she would do that. Typically, I'll be honest with you, typically Jamie comes in under her own account and will say something if she's pissed off. So,
Jenna. Jenna, I love you. I love Jenna. I love
yes,
Jenna.
release the screenshots. Go
Do
ahead.
it. Ain't nobody scared of you, bitch.
I don't know what screenshots you're talking about, but go ahead and release them.
I never say any fucking thing I don't expect somebody to use against me. Where are your balls? Just fucking do it already. Get him,
Right.
Jenna.
Jenna's getting mad.
Is that Corey? I don't know. Is it?
No, I don't think it'll be Corey.
Diane, how are you infecting your followers with Corey? How does your follower know about Corey?
Yeah, I don't. Listen, no, Corey wouldn't do that. Corey is also the type of person that if she's going to say something to you, she comes in under her own.
She's also a fucking nutcase as well.
She will come in under her own account. I don't know. I mean, Corey lately has been involved with exposing makeup monster and
Mac.
Laura, motion makeup monster right now. She's hung up on.
Mac, that sounds so ominous. She goes, Corey is everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's Corey's. It seems to be Corey's project right now. So bless her little heart.
Lord help. Yeah. I still haven't got an
That's what you
answer.
get for talking to Corey in private. I mean, we've showed everyone. She's released private messages between herself and Randi, between Wendy. So if you're going to talk to her in private, know that at some point she's going to release them. And she doesn't even have to be that mad at you.
Yeah. You know, people who have the balls to do things don't actually announce it before they do it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like saying, I'm going to hit you. Well, then fucking hit me, bitch. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, you're right, Jenna. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I do have to get to sleep. I do
Yeah,
have to
me
get
too.
up pretty early tomorrow.
Well,
Today.
thanks for coming on, Diane. Thanks for
Oh,
sharing
well,
my link.
I caught your tweet because I happened to put something up on Twitter and I saw it. So I'm glad that I popped over. I hope that you get well soon, you and your
Thank
husband.
you.
Heal well, stay healthy. Oh, you're welcome, Mac 11.
Yeah, thank you for linking it in your community page. You didn't have to do
Yeah,
that. Thank
well,
you.
it's kind of late, so a lot of and I didn't even put it in my members only, so I just kind of stuck it up there public. But it's late. Most
Yeah.
people are probably sleeping, although we do have a lot of people that do stay up late.
Well, we had a good solid 40 to 35 people in here all night.
Yeah,
That's more than I usually do. No, Jenna, I'm probably gonna stay up a little bit more. I really can't sleep right now.
yeah. Oh, so you're gonna stay up?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
on live, but I'm
Okay.
gonna stay up, yeah. But I am gonna end the live. But thank you so much for coming up here and laughing with
Yeah,
me.
thank you. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jenna. Good night, Mac 11.
Good
Good
night, everyone.
night,
Nice to meet you, Mac.
Good night, trolleys.
Good night, Jenna. Good night, anyone else who's left who's not talking, Corey or Jamie.
Yeah, right. All
All
right,
right.
darling. Stay healthy. Okay.
Yep.
Get
Good night,
better.
guys. I will. I promise. I'll update you.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.